Well, Greg, we're in the final stages of the regular season. For teams that are on the outside looking in, what are these final games like?
You have to continue to play hard because GMs are watching these games, seeing who packs it in and who continues to grind. So your future is at stake.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. The guard pair, the talented Young and Murray. Clint Capella is out there with Bay. And it's Griffin in at the 3 spot.
We love the powering through on that one. MP doesn't back down.
Murray outside. Outside, Griffin. Back to Murray. Edwards against Griffin. Shot clock at 6. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Young from outside. He's off on that one. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
And that's not an easy environment to play in. To score at the rate they did on the road says a lot about their intensity and focus.
Now here's Edwards, following the miss by DeJounte Murray.
And how about the impact Anthony Edwards has had?
This guy's a real game changer on the floor. Scores it at a high clip, can play big inside and play big outside. Does everything on the floor with a passion, with a joy, and with a flair.
Minnesota shooting their first free throws here for the night. Free throw good, Edwards. And you look at Anthony Edwards, and GA, he is becoming the leader of this Timberwolves team, isn't he?
I think he is. I mean, partly it's his production with his numbers up across the board, but it's also his personality. He plays with tremendous swagger.
Gobert with the block.
Rudy Gobert, a consistent force on the defensive end, does a nice job sending that one back.
And it's blocked, and they get it back. A nice shot by MP. The Hawks have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Pass to Griffin. And the pass to Murray. From 11 feet away, score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
This guy, a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
MP from deep three-point land. Moves back up. And Gobert with the lay-in.
And this is what Rudy Gobert's job is. Be a force on the glass.
And Atlanta calls their first time out of the game.
And there's a record Rudy Gobert set without much fanfare a few years ago. Most dunks in an NBA season.
That's exactly right, GA. That was back in the 2018-19 season. He threw it down 306 times. Certainly makes sense for a guy who's got that kind of length, athleticism, and the guy who spends so much time right around the cup.
Here's Murray. Rudy Gobert picking up that last basket. And the foul called on MP. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Young, good.
And some crafty inside play from Young, finding a way around the defense to get his shot.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
Now, here's MP. Last game he had 34 points. Count the basket.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Murray outside. May kicks to Griffin. To the inside. Capella. Griffin finds Capella. The layup off target. Minnesota leading by 6. Here's MP. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
There is nothing coaches like more than somebody you can count on. MP's trusted by his coaches, his teammates. They count on him to bring it every night.
Reed, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Collins checked in for the Hawks. And so Young will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
You know what, though? Not only did they get to the free throw line a lot, but they converted at a high clip.
Well, they pushed the action on the offensive end, strategically super aggressive, and it really paid off for them at the free throw line.
Edwards with the stuff.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Now, here's Collins. An 11-point game for him in the win against Detroit. Here's Griffin. And finished off by Collins.
Becoming a true force on the offensive glass. Love how hard Collins goes after those second chance opportunities.
Edwards against Griffin. Gobert dishes to MP. .146 left in the first quarter of the game. And he drives in, and the dunk by MP.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Now, here is Young, coming off a stellar performance against Detroit. Murray, no good.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
And they pick up 2. That's 12 points for MP.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Out to the wing. Murray against MP. Bay passes to Murray. Off target with his 3.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
And he comes up with the deuce.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
And the foul called on MP. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, a bit reckless right there. That's his second foul, and he can't afford to pick up a third.
Daniels, he's checked in for Minnesota. Noel comes in for Michael Conley. Then for the Hawks, Okongwu's checked in for Bay. Hunter comes in for Griffin. And it's Bogdanovich in for Murray. Okongwu, they get the rebound. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
At the line for the Hawks, Onyeka Okongwu. At the line for 2.
Both good from the line that time. 19 seconds left to play in the first. Unloads from 13. And the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And here's Young. That will count. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. MP has been leading the charge for the Minnesota Timberwolves. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Ready to move? Here are your Minnesota.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a comfortable margin for the Timberwolves here, guys.
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
On the court for Atlanta, the wing pairing is Bogdanovich and Hunter. Down in the block, it's Okongwu and Capella. And it's Young in at the point.
Guys, you have to remember when thinking and talking about the Minnesota Timberwolves, it's an organization that is still so young.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, MP in the last time out against the Knicks was phenomenal.
DeAndre.
He dropped in 34 points, and it seemed like every shot he put up was going in. That's how dialed in he was. Very solid stat line for him, and what was a terrific outing. You know he wants to keep the momentum going, Kevin.
Thanks for the report, D.A. Great, phenomenal effort by him in that last game.
He willed the team to victory through his talent and through that competitiveness.
Let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy. They knew he had the hot hand, and they were willing to ride it all night long.
Bogdanovich wide open, and it's off from three-point range. You know, basketball historians will remember that the Minneapolis Lakers, Doris, won 5 titles before relocating to Los Angeles in 1960.
And I think the current crop of T-Wolves fans, Kevin, see this as a completely different franchise from that historic team. In their minds, they haven't won a championship yet, and that fact should really motivate this current roster to get one for this group.
So the Timberwolves called their first time out. They beat the Hawks during their last encounter in Atlanta.
And in the last face-off against these guys, they enjoyed a huge advantage in free throw percentage.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves.
Substitution.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Timberwolves.
And guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
Free throw good. Porter.
I think the thing I like best about Otto Porter, his versatility and long arms, because it allows him to impact the game in so many ways.
Here's Noel. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Pass to Reed. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
And the Hawks making a change here. Hunter's checked in. Young pass to Hunter. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
And there, just through activity, Hunter keeps the pressure on the defense.
The Hawks have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
At the line for the Hawks, DeAndre Hunter.
Good on the second free throw. Timberwolves leading by 9. Passes to Noel. Back to Edwards. McDaniels dishes to MP. From deep three-point range, Okongwu grabs the board.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
Minnesota shooting 41% from the field in the second quarter up to this point. Noel passes to MP. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
That's great work inside from MP. Boy, like whenever he forces the defense's hand like that.
And he sinks the second. The Hawks trail by 10. Here's Young. That one's not going to go. Great D that time from Edwards. MP outside. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their defense has been active and effective. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Kyle Anderson is out there with Rudy Gobert. Then it's Conley. Then it's MP. And it's Edwards in at the small forward position. So that's the Timberwolves 5. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks very much. Now, some people call John Collins John the Baptist for how he dunks over defenders. He says, the game is slowing down for me. I'm able to see my spots. I want to continue to build on that and be looked at as a pillar, a guy that can be counted upon. Kevin, it seems he's hungry for more. Back to you.
He's a big-time dunker, that's for sure, looking to reach his full potential. David, thanks. And doors for teams trying to establish culture and institutional values. What makes that possible? How does that work?
I think that begins from ownership through the front office and then down to the coaching staff and then finally to the players. But, Kevin, we know this. It can't be just talk. Show me, don't tell me. You have to be accountable to your teammates and to the organization.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And you can just sense his determination, trying to do everything he can to keep this game within reach.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Murray, no good. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. They've led by as many as 14 points. And yes, it's good. Bradley's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Bounce pass Young. Down low. Here's Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You can see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Prince is checked in. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. MP outside. Pass to Gobert. It's Edwards on the wing. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. They get it back.
So you love the anticipation, the burst to get to the basketball first off the glass. Taurean Prince doing work right now.
Outside Griffin. Lock at 6. Out to the right wing. Here's Bay. And it's MP with the rebound. MP's got 6 rebounds in the game.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Some changes for Minnesota. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. And it's Noel in for MP. And a change for the Hawks. Collins is checked in.
And
Timberwolves leading by 11. On the court for Atlanta. Collins and Capella man the post positions. DeJounte Murray is out there with Griffin. And it's Bay in at the 3. Oh, glad we got a chance to check out that fantastic drive one more time.
Still going hard, and that kind of energy and effort is how they built this lead.
Greg, you were talking about how Bay is always in motion. He's always working so well off the ball, isn't he?
He is, Kevin. One of the league leaders in ground covered over the course of the season. And with all his minutes played, you know he's in tip-top shape.
The 3 from MP. Rebound, Atlanta. Capella's got 5 rebounds tonight. Griffin inside. Over by Conley. Outside Collins. Back to Griffin. 5 to shoot. To the middle. Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
It doesn't get any easier than this. Capella's work ethic is what allows him to get those dunks.
Here's MP. And Griffin sends it back. Count that one. The Hawks trail by 11. To the left side wing. There's the pass to Griffin. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
I like this throwback approach they've taken, looking to score high percentage shots in the paint. And so far, it's working.
Something else that they've had working for them is attacking the offensive glass. Boy, taking advantage and creating second chance points. Impressive.
Defensive foul, John Collins. His second, first team foul. At the line for your Timberwolves, Nas.
Free throw, no good for Reed. The Hawks trail by 12. Griffin looking around. Pass to Bay. 6 to shoot. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
MP, good. MP's got 6 here in this quarter.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Out left to the wing. Offside Collins. Griffin against Conley. Griffin's shot is off.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
That one goes in. MP's got 23.
Just too quick with it. MP making a miss.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
And for years, Mike Conley had an interesting time. The best player to ever make an all-star game. That changed in 2021 when Conley was named an all-star.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Out to the wing. Left side Collins. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. For Mike Conley, here 13 was lucky going to that first all-star game.
And that was the longest wait ever to become an all-star. Conley, 33 at the time of that first selection, just shows you the work ethic of Mike, always trying to improve.
Edwards, he's checked in for Nasri. And so Collins nails both of them. Here's Conley. Outside Edwards. Gobert against Capella. Back to MP. Griffin with the steal. Lobbed up there for Collins. Hammers the alley-oop through.
I'm sure his teammates love having a guy like Collins on the receiving end of those alley-oops. As fun an assist as you'll get.
MP finds Conley. Back to MP. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got his 7th assist here tonight. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Murray against MP. Took him no time at all on that one.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Wide open look here for Murray. That one wide left.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
Outside Conley. Edwards looking it over. Shot clock at 5. Shoots the 3. Rebound by the Hawks.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Stolen by McDaniels. Outside Edwards. Here's MP. The shot missing. Nice D from Griffin.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Timberwolves.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the boards.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And the one thing that stood out about these guys all season long, their resiliency to come out and play hard and win games. We've watched some epic battles that they've played, and tonight will mark their 64th win
DeJounte
in the year.
Murray.
Something else.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for MP.
Boy, this guy played with some swagger and intensity on the boards tonight, dominating the physical aspect of the game.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, the length and the size of
So it's Minnesota winning this one east. Some good competition with the hometown advantage, and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K